Hello friends, welcome again to my channel where we discuss the science behind this world of medicine. So today we will understand why does your doctor ask you to add salt to hot water for fermentation, compresses, saline gargles, or for that matter for steam inhalation. To understand that, we have to understand two theories how salt water is effective. Theory 1 says that salt water helps because of its osmotic effect. Now, what exactly is this osmotic effect? So, to take you back to science of it, let us understand osmosis, which is basically when you have a tumbler or a glass tumbler with a semi-permeable membrane in between. Semi-permeable means which allows flow of water from one side to other side. On one side of the semi-permeable membrane, you have more concentrated solution of water, means more salt is added, hypertonic solution. And on other side of the semi-permeable membrane, you have less concentrated solution of water, means less salt, hypotonic solution. In that case, you will find that water travels from the hypotonic or the less concentrated solution side to the more concentrated solution side until and unless the concentration on either side becomes equal. So this is the osmotic effect. Similarly, when you have a swelling in your ankle and you dip your feet in a hot water with salt in it, this action brings up the reduction in swelling. How? Because skin is a semi-permeable membrane and the swollen up cells and tissues in the injury of the twisted ankle, they lose out water because you are dipping your feet in an area which is hypotonic, means having more concentration of salt. So water moves out of those swollen cells and tissues and hence the swelling reduces. When you come back to adding salt in hot water for saline gargles and for steam inhalation, the mechanism is a little different, wherein there is thick mucus which is having water thick. Now when you have salt water on one side and mucus on one side, the water from the mucus breaks down. It comes out to the hypertonic area where there is more salt, and hence it breaks down the mucus called as mucolysis. And that is why when you are having cold and thick mucus in your nose and you do steam inhalation with salt water, there's a lot of mucus that comes out because it is broken down. And this is the same reason why when you do saline gargles, you feel that noise of the mucus breaking down in your throat and it comes out. So this is how the osmotic theory helps in saline gargles, steam inhalation, and hot fermentation or compresses. The second theory of using salt water takes into consideration the saline gargles and its importance. So what is said is the throat infection, which is over here inside, is due to generally caused by Staphylococcus aureus, which is a bacteria or an infective organism. This bacteria resides in the tonsils or the throat area and causes the throat infection. Now, when you do saline water or salt water gargles, hot salt water gargles, it creates a hostile environment, an environment which is not conducive for survival of this bacteria in the throat. And when you do these saline gargles 2 or 3 times a day, it helps in killing that organism, which is Staphylococcus aureus, but by creating this hostile or non-conducive environment for this bacteria or the infective organism. So friends, I hope you understand the two theories which are relevant for a salt water gargle, salt water steam inhalation, and salt water hot compresses or hot fermentation. And I hope from this time onwards, you will listen to your doctor when he asks you to add salt to your hot water. Because as I always say, there is science behind everything a doctor says and every treatment given by a doctor. I hope the video was useful. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to watch my next video. Thank you.